Hey, what's up guys, BarelyCrafty here with another HEX video. Welcome to this channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and also say hi in the comments below. God damn it. I'm a friendly guy. I'll say hi back, right back at you. I promise. Try me. I will say hi back. Anyways, guys, check out Staker.App.com if you haven't got your Staker app just yet. It's a cool freaking app. You can use it to monitor your stakes in HEX. You can use it to freaking buy crypto, buy HEX, stake HEX, whatever you want to do. Great app. Awesome. Check it out. Staker.App.com. Let's get right into staking, shall we? So what we have here is a simple chart which represents every single stake in HEX. It represents every single stake because there is a freaking starting point, right? There is an end point, and there is this freaking halfway in the middle. We'll talk about this later. If you're new to HEX, your main question might be, okay, I have some HEX, but for how long should I stake? You can stake for 1 day and all the way up to 5,555 days, which is freaking 15 years. 15.2 years to be exact. And you can stake anywhere in between. 1 day is minimum, 5,555 days is the maximum. But you need to keep in mind that HEX runs on Ethereum, right? And whenever you start a stake, you need to pay a gas fee. And whenever you end your stake, you need to pay another gas fee, right? Because of that, you need to think long and hard about how much HEX you want to stake and for how long. Because if you stake just a tiny small amount of HEX for a short period of time, the gas fees you're gonna pay for that stake to start it and to end it might be actually higher than interest you will be able to earn on that stake, or those gas fees might be higher than interest plus principal. Just keep that in mind. Also, you need to know that there is an option to end your stake before it matures, to end it prematurely, to emergency end stake. You should never do that unless you absolutely have to. That's why I mentioned you need to think long and hard for how long you want to lock that HEX up, and just commit to that time frame. It's your decision. No one is forcing you. You can stake, for 15 years, you can stake for a month, you can stake for a year, whatever time frame you are comfortable with. But once you hit that button, once you stake, you need to commit and you need to see this stake through till the very end. Otherwise you will get penalized. And that's where the halfway point comes into play. This guy right here. As far as emergency end staking goes, I would divide stakes in 3 different categories. And there is category number 1. And in this category, that circle is way too big. In this category, we are talking about stakes that are 90 days long or less. And in case of those stakes, which are 90 days long or less, you really cannot emergency end stake them without losing some of your principal. Because halfway point doesn't matter when it comes to stakes that are that short. if we go to hex.com, let me show you something. Let me show you what the hell am I talking about. 1 second. I messed it up, didn't I? I messed it up, didn't I? 1 second. 1 second, guys. I got this. I got this. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So here we are on hex.com. It is the main website. If you are new to Hex, just pause this video and read through this web page. Take your time. Just read up. Take in all the information. Okay. Give me 1 second. But what I want to show you is located in tech specs. So we go to tech specs and then we scroll down. Also, once again, if you are new, please read every single word on this page. It's important. You need to know what you're getting into. And there is a lot of good, freaking rock solid information on this website. We are looking for the code section, and in code section we are looking for Hex white paper link. Click on that link. It takes us to this Google Doc. Hex contract in layman's terms, written by Kyle Barr. Kyle the dev. Kind of a celebrity in the Hex community, you know. I'm a big fan. I'm freaking Kyle's fanboy. I admit. Here we're looking for unstaking gotchas. Click there, and that's where we have the formula for early stake penalties, how they are freaking calculated. If you're wondering what the hell am I talking about, that's basically it. Let's transition back to the main screen and check our whiteboard. 1 second, guys. We're getting back to the board. Getting back to the board. Which is zooming in and out for some reason. Anyways. So, as I said, the first category is short stakes, 90 days or less. If you emergency unstake that category of a stake, your principal will be affected. Basically, what I'm saying is you will pull out less hex than you've put in. Even if you emergency unstake it 1 day early, you will pull out less hex than you've put in. And if you freaking EES it 1 day in or 2 days in, you will lose significant amount of that principal. So yeah, don't stake for 10 years and emergency unstake it 1 week later, because you will lose all your hex. The penalty will eat up all your interest. Don't do that. Just need to learn the rules of Hex and play by the rules, and you will be just fine. Okay, that's the first category, right? The second category of, oh my god, of stakes are stakes that are anywhere from 91 days to 180 days. That's the second category. And in this category, so basically this one, the first one, is like a freaking big no-no. No EES, which stands for emergency end state function. No EES in this one, because your principal is going to get wrecked. In this one, though, you need to watch for the 90-day mark. You are not looking for the halfway, you're looking for 90-day mark. Why is that? Because according to Hex contract, your principal will get penalized if you serve less than half of your stake term or less than 90 days, whichever is greater. We can run a quick example. Let's say we stake for exactly 180 days, right? Which makes the halfway point 90 days. And if we go past that half point, we will be able to pull out our principal safely, and we are just losing the interest, a vast majority of our interest. But let's say we staked for less than 180 days, because it says like anywhere between 91 and 180 days. Let's say we staked for 100 days, right? That's a good example. And in that case, our halfway point would be 50 days. Would it be safe for me to stake for 100 days, wait 50 days and emergency end stake, hoping that I will at least get out my principal? No, because I will lose some of my principal. Because contract looks, okay, what's the halfway point? Oh, it's 50 days. Oh, but the minimum of penalty is 90 days. So to pull out my principal early, safely, I need to wait much longer than halfway. I need to wait till day 90 right here, and then I can. And keep in mind, I'm just 10 more days and I would get all my principal and all my hard-earned interest safely. But there are some cases where people just have to emergency end stake. And yeah, you just need to know what's going to happen. You need to be aware how those penalties work. And hopefully it's much clearer now. What's the third category, right? What's the third category of stakes? That's my favorite category. Because those are long stakes, right? Basically 180 days plus, right? 180 days plus. And in those, in case of those stakes, we just need to look for halfway, because it's the halfway is more than 90, right? So we just need to look for the halfway, and this is the safe spot for us to emergency end stake. Let's say we go for 300 days. We need to serve 150 days to pull out the principal safely without losing any of our principal. And 150 days is more than 90, so contract takes this number, right, for its calculations. So just to reiterate, first category, 90 days or less. If you emergency end stake this one, you will lose some of your principal. Second category, 180 days. Oh, sorry, anywhere between 91 days and 180 days. In that category of a stake, if you stake for that amount of time, you need to wait for 90 days for your principal to be safe. And the third category is 180 days plus. You're just looking for the halfway point. And if you've made it to the halfway point, your principal is safe. I hope that I did a good job explaining that part, the emergency end stake. And once again, think before you stake, guys. Think before you stake, because it sucks getting penalized. Don't do it. Don't want to do it. Be smart. Think before you do. Think before you act. And then keep your word. And that's it. What's this? 14 days. What is this all about? Well, we've just mentioned stakes being penalized because they were ended prematurely. There is a second group of penalties, late penalties, because stakes will get penalized if they're not ended at a certain time. And that time to end the stake is right here. There is a grace period, 14 days, for which your stake is not being penalized. 14 days, your stake and interest 100% safe, good to go. But if you take longer to end your stake, longer than that, then we get in the freaking late stake penalties area. And this area has a halfway point of its own. How late penalties work is after the grace period right here, once we go past 14 days after you were supposed to end your stake, your total payout of the stake, so total stake payout, starts being penalized for 1% per week. What does it mean? That means that at a halfway point here, it is 50 weeks after the grace period. That's why we have 364 days, which is 14 days plus 50 times 7, 350, which gives us 364 days. At 364 days after your stake was supposed to end, it is already just like the total payout of the stake is already penalized for 50%. You will only, if it's your stake, if you decide to end it at this point, you are only getting 50% of total payout. The rest goes to staker class, other stakers that are not late and that are keeping their word. Now, guys, what happens if someone waits longer and we get to freaking 714 days mark? At that mark, you are getting nothing. Like if it's your stake and you've waited for 2 years approximately, it's 714 days after you were supposed to end your stake. It's being penalized for 100%. So if it is your stake and you decide to run the end stake function past that 714 days, you are getting absolutely nothing. You're just wasting gas fees for the end function transaction on Ethereum. End stake function. Yeah, the thing is, the penalties that this stake accrues are not being paid out gradually, right? They're still in the system. The stake is not resolved until the owner runs the end stake function or someone else runs the good accounting function. I mean, good accounting function can be ran by the owner, both owner and anyone else in the system. But you can only run good accounting after the stakes are mature. What good accounting does, it calculates the penalties, if there are any, and frees up the shares, dumps the shares from total share pool, which is important. It is a subject for a whole other video. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep into this. We can talk about this in the next video, how late penalties are being distributed. For now, I think it's good. It's enough for you to know basically the life cycle of every single stake. It starts, it ends. If you do not end it and you go past the grace period over here, it starts bleeding, and at this point you're losing 50%, and at this point you're losing 100%. That's it. If you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments below. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more HEX content from BarelyCrafty, yours truly. Make sure to check out Staker.App.com, and if you're looking for more BarelyCrafty content, you can go to BarelyCrafty.com, where you will find the link to my Twitter, you will find the link to my Twitch channel, and to this YouTube channel as well. And who knows, my Staker.App ref link might be out there somewhere as well. Guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I'm looking for a shortcut button on my keyboard. I'll see you when I'll see you. Stay long, may your hands be strong, and god damn it, hopefully the gas fees will freaking calm down. It's crazy. It's crazy. Later, guys. Stay safe. Woo! BarelyCrafty out. Did I switch? No, I didn't.